Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and of course, you know, we got a palette to look at today. I am beyond excited. This is a brand I've never played with, Dominique Cosmetics. So, this is their Latte palette. This is their Latte palette, rather. It has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shades in it. I got it from Ulta. I'm looking at it right now. It is $42, and it has 5 out of 5 stars with 62 reviews. And so, of course, you guys, I had to take a look at it. I had to swatch it. I had to figure out what the tea is. How big are these pan shades here? 0.063, because it says the size is 0.63. So, and if there's 10 shades, I'm going to assume that's 0.063 a piece. You open it up, you get a mirror here, and look at these shades, you guys. We're going to start with you falling in love with this palette. The arrangement at first, I was kind of like, I'm sorry, what? I don't understand. There's only 3 shimmers. You have a whole bunch of mattes. What happened here? Well, then I swatched it. You guys, I did it different because there was only 10 shades. These are all the swatches. I'm not going to go through and do the names. I know a lot of you, that's your favorite part, but I really wanted to showcase all of them next to each other. This is the top row, and then this side over here is the bottom row. And what I really think the swatches showed was why they put the palette together the way that they did. The whole top row is very like nice, matte, neutral, you know, create a crease situation. And then this whole row down here, or this side on my hand, is the fun side. It's the pops. It's the ooh, the what's going on, the oh my god, let's play. You know, it's very, like, just beautifully put together. And when I swatched these, you guys, I wish I was kidding you. Those, do you see those shimmer shades? Like, I don't think you're understanding the shimmer shades that I'm seeing here, because these were like one swipe, stunning. The opacity of these shadows is ridiculous. So if this is a new brand, you did it. You did it, girl, because these swatched so beautiful. They swatched effortlessly. I mean, like, and they feel like the creamiest, most high-end shadow. Like, literally, they just feel so luxurious. And for $42 a piece, you do the math out there, that's $4.20 a shadow, which can be, I mean, like, that's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, there's only 10. That is, I mean, that's like a little bit up there, but again, considering how big the pans are, these are bigger than an Urban Decay shadow. Again, those are standard right around 0.05, and I'm estimating these are right around 0.063, so they're a little bit bigger than that, and the quality just feels so good. So I'm super excited to put them on a face, see what I'm very busy. I'm super excited to put them on our face and see what we can come up with. Now, in the detail section here, it says that this is only available at Ulta, which means, okay, it's probably not available anywhere else. Duh. Dominique Cosmetics, the Latte palette, is designed to work for all skin tones, eye colors, and makeup artistry skills. The palette features 10 color shades for any day-to-night look. Includes 5 transitional colors, which are the ones on the top, that can be used all over the lid, crease, below the eye to correct dullness, or added as a bronzer or blush to the cheeks. Ooh. 3 gorgeous foil shimmer shades that can be used all over the eye, inner corners, as a halo at the center of the eye, or as a face highlight. I thought the same thing with this middle shade right here. I was like, damn, a highlight, hello? Includes 2 pops of color, which are the blue and the purple down here, that make any eye color stand out. The formulas are super blendable, so you can create soft looks as buildable and intense as you want, basically. And then it gives the shade names and blah, 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 blah. But literally, this has 5 out of 5 stars with 62 reviews. That is insane. Everyone says that they love it. Everyone says it's stunning. Oh, I'm just kidding. There is 1 2-star review in here. Oh. But it is really boring. I literally have all these colors already. This was way too basic for my liking. Yeah, it was probably really bitchy, but I couldn't help it. It was just the way that I thought. So, you guys, let's quit screwing around. I want to play with this. I want to put it on my face. I want to do something. I maybe want to do like a halo eye in the center. Like, I am feeling this palette, and I don't know why. I'm not going to even sit here and say, like, it's the most creative thing in the world, because the reality is it's probably not that creative, but, like, I am obsessed with it. You know how some palettes, you see them, and you're just like, I can't explain why I like this palette, but I do. And I don't know how much fallout there is, so I'm giving myself a nice little dust and a powder to see what we can come up with here. Alrighty, y'all, got you guys all zoomed it in, and we are going to start with these crease colors, obviously. Now, I already did go ahead and I primed and prepped and set my eyes. A lot of people would probably use the vanilla cream for that if you're lighter complexion. I noticed that this was very yellow in complexion, so obviously it wouldn't have matched my like overall aesthetic that well, but I am going to go ahead and I love that they have cool and warm tone. Like they even have a cool brown, a warm brown. Like I love that. I'm so happy because I feel like the cool shade would go really nicely with that blue right there. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and start working some stuff into my crease area. I'm thinking that I want to start off with caramel, which is the sky, maybe drift over to pumpkin spice, and then maybe to hazelnut. You know, I want to play around with as many colors as I possibly can. So I think that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to go caramel to pumpkin spice to hazelnut. So caramel, pumpkin spice, hazelnut, and then we're going to break from there and kind of see where we're at. I'm starting off with an IT Cosmetics C4292 Effortless Crease Brush. And then we will probably drift in here with the Morphe R39 brush for a little bit more precision on the outer V. But let's go ahead. We're going to start working these in here. And where's my mirror? And I'm going to obviously speed this part up. And I'm going to zoom it in a little bit so you guys can actually like see a little bit better. And yeah, we're just going to make it happen.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
Well, you guys, so far that is literally one of the like top 5 blendable, beautiful, and smoky shadows I've ever used. I have now went in with 3 colors, and I will show you this is the only thing. There is some fallout right here you can see, or I'm sorry, not fallout. So there's some definite kick in pan right here. I don't know if it's picking up or not, but I mean, they've all got a little bit going on there, especially this guy right up here. This one had a little bit going on, but so far I do have the shades Caramel, Pumpkin Spice, and Hazelnut all built up into that crease right there. They are all blending effortlessly, like literally the first 2 colors were blended in within like a second, just like whoop whoop whoop, done. I mean, they went on, they diffused effortlessly. I had no like skipping crease marks happen, which is crazy because my eyelids almost always do like skip or they'll get funny, especially with the first couple of colors, and these did not. I mean, they're just so blendable and beautiful, but they're not so soft that they fall out everywhere as of yet. So I'm definitely excited. Yeah, I don't think any fallout yet, which is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and we're moving forward. Now, this is where it's going to get fun because I was trying to decide, like, what do I want to wear today? I'm so excited. I don't know. But I think I want to do maybe a little bit of a halo eye in the center. And I'm thinking I want to halo out the center. Obviously, I just said that 13 times. And then on the sides of it, I want to go with this purple and then one of these 3 shimmer shades. I'm not sure which one yet because I think that they all would look beautiful with it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut out the crease here, and I'll check in with you guys when that's done. And then hopefully by then I will have made my decision. So that's where we're at with that so far, and keep in mind, you guys, I am still learning how to do this. This is only like the 2nd time I've ever done this. So just keep in mind that your girl, she's still trying to figure it out. So if you're like, Paige, that looks awful, well, just I'm impressed with it, and that's got to be all that matters, because I mean, that's a lot straighter than the last one I did, which was also on camera, so go me. But you guys, I want to go in with that purple shade. It's in the shade Double Shot, and I'm just taking this on, oh my god, on a flat brush here, and I'm gonna kind of start packing that in on the sides of the halo. Oh wow, hello pigment. Ho ho, hello, another friend. Welcome to the party. Wow, that is gorgeous, and this brush is not precise enough. Cool, bro. Cool story, bro. It's cute that you thought that that would work out. Too bad it didn't. Okay, I'm actually going to take this brush here. This is a ColourPop. It is a flat paddle brush with a lot more precise point to it, so I can really get up to that halo. Alright, and then now you guys, in the dead center, which it looks a little crooked, yep, and we're just going to pretend it's not, and we're going to pop some shimmer over top of it, because that's how we get down in my world, okay? Okay, so we're going to go in now with this blunted point, also a little tiny ColourPop brush here, and I'm going to go in. I swatched these on my hand right here to try and decide, whoops, which one of these three shimmers would look best with that purple that I swatched, and I actually really like a mixture of these lighter two right here, so I think what I'm going to do is kind of layer. I'm going to put the darker one down first, which is Creme Brulee, or, you know, creme brulee if you just want to not sound like an idiot, but I'm going to pop that in the center first. And oh my god, you guys, I didn't spray this brush. Like, that's just what it looks like. Oh, hello, Queenie. How are you today? And I'm just going to kind of wiggle that over the sides of the purple a little bit just to kind of blend everything together. And then in the dead center of that, I think I'm just going to pop a little bit of that shade Macchiato, which is the lightest shimmer in the palette. Because, dang, that is gorgeous. And of course we are going to blend the purple up over those, oh hello, we're going to blend the purple up over those lines, and we're going to, you know, even everything out and whatnot. But you guys know me, I like to blend back and forth for like 3.5 years before I'm like satisfied with things. So now we're going to go in with an even smaller little tiny pencil brush. We're going to go in with the shade Macchiato, and we're just going to lightly kind of dab that one right in the center here. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but there's a very nice like added subtlety with that color that looks gorgeous in the center of the eye. It's just really flattering, especially because I'm super fair. Ooh, yes. Yes, pasty queens of America. That is pretty. All right, I'm actually going to go back in with that first brush that was a little bit too fat, and I'm going to use that brush to kind of meld these two worlds together, just between that purple and that nice beautiful shimmery shade. I just traded up and I went in with this kind of oddly shaped carroty brush, but I really like this if you're trying to like pack on shadow a little bit, because I just wanted to intensify that purple. But this purple really is like a nice, easy to use purple, because when it goes on so much lighter than I thought it would, but it also built up and blended out stunning. So I think that this would be a good shade for someone who like wants to play with purple but is like a little afraid that it's going to get a little out of control really fast, because I mean, it builds up super nicely and it gives you that freedom to, again, make it really whatever it is you want it to be, which is always gorgeous. So now I'm going to go back in with a little bit of creme brulee and just work that into the purple a little bit more. This will probably be my last blending step for right now. You guys, it's like my biggest pet peeve when stuff is not blended, especially a halo eye. Like, if you went through all the effort to make a halo eye, girl, make that blended. Come on, like, really make it count. Alright, this is a tiny little BH Cosmetics brush, I believe. Yeah, BH Cosmetics number 7. But I'm going to go in with the darker shade Mocha. It is the darker brown on the top row. And I'm just going to work that into this outer V a little bit. I want to give that purple somewhere to really go. And I also want to bring up this outer V a little bit right in this area. I just kind of want to create like a nice smoky area for that cut halo crease part to kind of drift into. So I'm just going to go in with, again, another tiny little pencil brush. This is the one from Morphe, but it's like not even a pencil brush. It's like 4 little strands of bristle put together. But I'm going to go in, I'm just going to wet that down a little bit. And I really want to create like a nice little pasty kind of color with that shade Macchiato, which is the lightest shimmer in the palette. And I kind of want to add that for a little bit of definition. Oh my gosh. And you know, this is something too that I know people are going to start saying, like, hey Paige, you do the same thing every time you do these, da 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 da, why do you do that? And I think it's important for me to kind of talk you guys through the reason that I feel it's important to get that definition on that upper lid. And that's because I have super hooded eyes, you guys. And if you have hooded eyes, it is so important to make sure that you find a way to A, make all the effort that you put into your eye look. You have got to make that pop. You need to make that work for you. Otherwise, it's all a waste of time. So for me, if I don't go in and I don't add that nice little, you know, that nice sharp kind of ridge to that halo eye, I lose that effect and it comes off almost more muddy because I did go in with all of these other shaded colors, this dark purple. If I hadn't went in with dark purple and say I would have just done like a bright pop of color in the eye, I wouldn't need to. But what I don't want is I don't want to lose all that artistry that you put in with the with that halo eye. Once you get it to this stage or to whatever stage you are comfortable kind of breaking off, I am going to do something on the lower lash line now. And you guys know, like, I had to do it. So at the risk of completely ruining this eye look, I'm going to go in with my Royal & Langnickel Omnia Bomb-18 detail brush, basically a smudger brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that blue shade, the Cold Brew, and I want to run that onto the lower lash line, and then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to work with it. I want to smoke it out. I really want to just play around and kind of wriggle in it a little bit. You guys, I always do that. Oh my gosh, so annoying. Every time I'm working on my lower lash line, I always end up dipping down here, and then I look in the camera where I'll go to edit the film and it's like, oh, you guys couldn't see that. Wonderful. All right, so once we have this on, now we're going to go in with a smaller-ish brush, but still fluffy. Okay, where did this go? You guys, I really did have all these laid out. Okay, actually, you know what? I want to go in with an Ulta crease brush, but there is a reason. I want to take a mixture of vanilla cream and caramel, which is these two colors right here, and I want to use that to kind of blow out that lower lash line just a little bit. So I mix the two together on this big old fluffy brush, and I'm running it like on top of the edge of that blue just to really smoke it out. I don't want it to pull too blue, otherwise it'll take away from the purple up top. So let's grab now, actually, you know what, this will work. Let's go back in with this little Color Pop brush right here. I just wiped it off so there's no product on it, and I'm going to run that into the shade Mocha, and I'm going to take that right up to that lower lash line, like right on top of it. Just getting right in there. Sounded very exciting when I said it, but it's really not that exciting. There you go. Just a little bit of that navy kind of pulling it up and really completing that. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I'm going to run ahead. I'm going to do this eye and see if I can, I'm going to see if I can recreate this myself. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, we'll be right back, and I want to give you my final thoughts on this palette, tell you what I think. Wow. Just wow. Alright guys, so I got the rest of my face finished up. I broke my Park Avenue Princess contour kit, and I've dropped everything else in my world. So things are definitely, you know, going well. So I wanted to step back on here, just kind of show you guys the way that everything came together as a finished product. You guys, I am so incredibly obsessed with this palette. And FYI, before I go any farther, what is on my lips is the Pat McGrath lipstick. This is, it just says Divine Nude Liquid Lipstick. I don't know. That's all it says. So whatever this is, it was in one of those packages that I got a long time ago. One of the trios for Pat McGrath. Anyways, I was thinking, while I was working with these shadows, why do I like them so much? Like, because don't get me wrong, it's not like the most new age, the most like, oh my god, you know, palette. It's not like setting a trend or anything. And I think the reason that I like these so much is how quickly they blended out and how quick and easy it was to put a face of eye makeup together, if you will. You know, it was so easy to blend everything. Everything worked so well. I didn't have to go, none of the normal like, oh, it didn't work well by itself. Maybe if I do this. There was none of that. It would just all went onto the eyes so effortlessly, and I feel like this would be a great palette to A, get started, B, if you're already like well into makeup and you're very familiar with it, you're gonna love it because the quality is there, and at the same time it's gonna give people who are maybe a little bit intimidated, it's gonna give them a couple pops of color. These foiled shadows, you guys, like, look at how beautiful. This has been on my hand now for like well over an hour, 2 hours. I've bumped into everything, I've ran into everything, and these colors have not budged. Like, they are just as beautiful and just as stunning as they were the moment I swatched them. And at the end of the day, I think for like, what is it, $40 something, I think this is way worth it. At first I was a little bit apprehensive because I was like, but now I 100%, I think that this is totally worth it. Like I would buy this again in a heartbeat. I think it's that good. And just, you know, as a little added bonus, do you guys see that highlight? Because I definitely did go in with that macchiato shade right there. It's Stunsville, you guys. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. It's blinding. It sits on my skin better than any other like eyeshadow that I've ever tried to highlight with. Most of the time, especially when you have textured skin, you run into skips with eyeshadow and like applying them to your face. And this is technically, they call this a foiled shadow. And I thought for sure like, oh, it's going to emphasize my texture, but like I have to try it. So I started off with a brush and I put like a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose and I was like, a little more, a little more. Eventually I just grabbed that Morphe brush and I was like, and it looks stunning. I put it on wet, I put it on dry, I put it on 2-3 different ways, all over the face, and I'm obsessed with that shade. It's stunning. So with that being said, on my super textured skin, I have no doubt that these other two shades, especially this one, could work really nicely, even if you mix the two, if you're like a medium skin tone, or again, if you're just a deeper skin tone, you could go in with this one. They are just beautiful on the face, and they work so well, you guys. This one 100% has my stamp of approval. I think the colors are not unique, but I do think that the textures and the formula are great. So Dominique Cosmetics, you got it. You got me, girl. It's good. It is good. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. I really hope that you loved it, that you enjoyed it, that it was super, you know, interesting for you, and that you learned a little something about a new brand, because I did, and I learned that I really like it, and I also learned that, like, damn, is that pretty. I'm obsessed, you guys. So, please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. Tell me what you think of the link, or not the link, the look. Tell me what you think of the palette. Tell me what you're thinking in general. Do you think it's overpriced? Do you think, like, hey, you're a new brand, maybe you should test the waters? Some people just know that if you have quality, it's quality, and they charge for quality. Maybe that's where they were coming from. I don't know, but wow. I forgot how comfortable this liquid lipstick is. Whew, girl, it's like I don't even feel it on my face. Go Pat McGrath, go. You guys, that is it. Again, for this video, there's nothing else to say. I love it. You guys have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. When I get excited, I clap so much. I clap, I snap, and I repeat myself. So clearly, I'm excited, but I don't know what I'm, you guys, like, devastation occurred, though. And as I told you when I was off camera, like, I was not kidding. And for the record, that is the shade that I use literally every time I use this palette, and that shade I really liked just because I liked it. So I'm currently devastated, like devastated. I'm gonna try to repress it just to save what little bit I can, but like, say a prayer, you guys. Say a prayer. Okay, you guys, have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one. So impressed, I'm so impressed, I'm so in love with myself. And Dominique Cosmetics. See how I just kind of like slid that in there, just like, it's not just me, it's the cosmetics, right? Right.